Hi guys! Welcome back to another Wubzzy Fearful Fridays. What you eating right now? Cheeseburger? Some fries? Maybe some chips? What you eating right now? Anyways, for today's Wubzzy Fearful Fridays, we're gonna be reacting to an interactive analog horror series, where yes, my decisions will affect the outcome we get at the end. This is my first time ever doing an interactive analog horror series. This interactive series is called You Control This Analog Horror Video by Code Red. Be sure to support the original creator. I'll be leaving the original video link in the description down below. But before we start reacting, can we really watch a scary analog horror series where the decisions I make affect the outcome of the ending with the lights on? Is the analog horror series where the decisions I make affect the outcome of the ending really scary if we're watching it with the lights on? And now that the lights are off, we control this analog horror video. This is an interactive video. Please wait to watch to the end to understand.
You have been selected.
Okay.
If you're seeing this broadcast, you are now part of the Code Red.
Code Red.
A top secret organization built for missions no one dares to complete.
All right.
We are about to send you to a school right now.
Okay.
We are getting a lot of reports saying that
Hold
something
up,
is wrong.
that right there alone is scary. School? School?
In this school. We need your help to investigate the situation. Listen very, very carefully.
Okay.
Do not skip.
All right.
Do not look away.
Okay.
And above all, do not tell anyone you saw this.
What?
Something has changed in your school building.
Uh-huh.
And you know it. You felt it.
All right.
You must figure out what's going on.
Okay.
But remember, you are being observed. But not by faculty.
By who?
Not by cameras.
Okay, by who?
By something else. Someone else. We don't know where they came from or why they've chosen schools, but they are studying you, mimicking schedules.
No, they're studying me, but aren't I in school? Aren't I supposed to be studying? Bro, what the?
Repeating patterns. We intercepted their signal.
Okay.
We managed to hide this message inside it. They won't find it.
All right.
Not yet. This is now no longer just a warning. Your choices versus will shape what happens next.
Yeah.
And if you make the wrong move, you might never see your real classroom again.
Trust me, I won't make any wrong
So,
moves.
what do you do?
We don't need details. Let's just enter the school, bro. Bro, who?
You step forward. The hallway lights blink,
Okay.
but just once, like they know you're here.
All right.
You try to remember how this school used to look, but something feels off. Not broken, just too quiet, like it's waiting.
Okay.
You move past the lockers. Each one has a name tag, but none of the names are yours. Still, they feel familiar. You hear a chair move inside a classroom, but there's no one there.
What the?
Just desks, lined up, all facing the wrong wall. You keep walking, and then the announcements begin. But they're not for you.
All students report to the cafeteria for dental clearance.
Dental clearance?
Reminder, do not look directly at the windows.
Don't look at the windows.
It is not raining.
You weren't going to look at the windows, but now you kind of want to.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to look at the windows. I don't want to look at the windows. I'm gonna make the decisions. I don't want to look at the windows.
Window. There's nothing there. Just black.
Okay.
Like the outside world has been deleted.
What the?
Your phone buzzes. No signal. No clock. Just one message. You are not late. Do not hurry. At the end of the hall, you see a sign. Exit this way. But the arrow points in two different directions. Left and right.
Ooh.
Under it, someone has scratched into the wall. You can't leave anymore. You hear footsteps. Slow. Soft. Not behind you. Maybe in the cafeteria.
What do you do? Oh, wait. I need time to think. First of all, I can't leave anymore. Yo, focus! Focus! Good. Anyways, what should we do? Check the cafeteria or keep going in the hallway? My intuition tells me keep going in the hallway. Why would I go in the cafeteria? Right now, we're safe where we're at. We're in the hallways and we're safe. So, let's keep going in the hallway.
You don't wait. You hear something from the cafeteria in the kitchen.
Okay.
You back away.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, I'm
quietly.
smart. We made the
Your
right
shoes don't
decision.
even
We made the right decision.
squeak on the floor. You try not to breathe too loud. Something was in there, but you didn't look. You didn't need to.
Yeah.
You turn toward the main hallway.
Yeah!
The lights are still flickering.
We did it! I made the right decision. I told you guys. I'm gonna make the right decision. I'm gonna lead us to safety.
just like earlier, but now one of them is steady, brighter than the rest,
Okay.
buzzing, like it's pulling too much power.
All right.
It's above locker number 34.
Number
You've passed it
34.
100 times, but today it looks off. There's paper sticking out of it, crumpled, taped down like someone didn't want it to blow away.
All right.
You walk closer. The paper says, "Do not open any locker that is already open." But locker number 34 is already open, just an inch. You hear someone call your name, not a shout, more like a soft question. It's coming from the hallway that leads to the gym. You don't answer. You just stand still.
All right.
At the corner, a janitor's closet is slightly open. A yellow light coming from inside. Humming. But there's no one in the school schedule assigned to clean during this period.
All right.
So, what do you do?
Ooh. All right. Should we try to follow the voice or check the janitor's closet with a yellow light emitting from it? Now, usually, in any scary movies, if you follow the sound, you end up dying. So we don't want to follow the sound, because that's how we lose. Always, number one in the scary movies, you never follow the sound. Never check it out. So we're checking the janitor's closet. Bro, that's the janitor's closet.
You slowly push the door open. It creaks just enough to remind you that someone might hear. The yellow light flickers. It's a small room with shelves of folded towels, two mops leaning against the wall, and a TV.
Okay.
Not a flat screen. An old CRT. Already on. You step inside. There is no broadcast on the TV, just grainy hallway footage of your school. But something's off. It's not live. You're watching a recording, but not from security.
Okay.
It's from behind the lockers. Like someone hid a camera in the vents. You lean closer. The timestamp is stuck at 12:42 p.m., but the video is moving. You see a girl in a red hoodie, walking alone. She glances at the locker, the one you just passed. You blink. The camera zooms in. But she never touched it. She turns around and stares directly at the camera. Like she knew. Behind you, something shifts. You spin. Nothing's there. But now, the TV is showing the janitor's closet. It's showing your view.
Oh, no.
You're on screen now.
Oh, no.
You watch yourself watching. You step back. Something's wrong with this room. You weren't supposed to come here. Or maybe you were. You now have two options.
Hold up. We might be cooked. We might be cooked. Should I go back to finding the woman's voice or smash the camera feed? Ooh, this is a hard decision. It's like they're telling me, try to find the woman's voice. But maybe they're using reverse psychology. Maybe they want me to click the woman's, try to find the woman's voice so I lose. How about we smash the TV and we get up out of here?
You raise your hand. You hesitate. You think maybe there's another way, but no. You pick up the fire extinguisher from the corner.
Yeah.
You smash the screen.
Yeah.
Glass cracks, wires spit sparks, the image distorts. And just before it dies, you see yourself watching you.
What the?
The room goes quiet.
Oh no.
Too quiet.
Oh no.
Not empty quiet. Vacuum quiet.
Vacuum
Like the whole
quiet.
school stopped breathing.
Huh?
The door behind you opens, but no one is there. Just the hallway again. Exactly as it was before. Same flickering lights.
Okay.
Same locker slightly open, same sound of shoes, but those sounds are yours. You step out, you hear the announcements. Again, you're seeing this broadcast, but it's not coming from the intercom. It's
Okay.
coming from the inside of your locker.
My
You
locker.
reach for it. Your hand touches the cold metal, but there's something else taped to it now. A paper with 5 words. You already made this choice.
What
You
the?
hear footsteps,
Oh, no.
not behind,
I think we
not
made the
ahead,
wrong decision.
From above, as if someone is walking on the ceiling, repeating your steps,
Oh, no.
mirroring your path.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I made the wrong decision! I made the wrong decision! We're cooked! We're so cooked! Oh no! We're extremely cooked! Focus. Focus! There we go.
Path. You look back at the janitor's door. It's closed.
Okay.
Was it ever open? You blink. The lights reset, flicker once, then again. A voice comes from the intercom. You are now part of the code red. You try to move, but your body already knows the path.
Oh.
You walk without choosing. The school is waiting.
You control this analog car. Oh my god, I think we lost. That was the ending. Ending number 1. So, I'm a part of Code Red? Man, I don't even know. What was that ending? I ain't gonna lie. That was probably a horrible ending. I was expecting something better than this, bro. What the? Alright, so since I got the boring ending, the trash ending, the ending that made no sense, We're gonna go back and change our decision. Alright, so the first time we checked the janitor's closet, and it seems like they didn't want me to choose that. So now we're gonna try to find the woman voice.
You move down the hall. Lights are dim now, but not flickering. They feel still. As you walk, you hear it again. A voice. Muffled. Slow. It's humming. Some kind of song. You turn the corner and you see her. A woman in red, standing just outside the gym doors, facing the wall. Hands behind her back, like she's waiting to be called.
Alright.
You stop. She turns. Smiles, but only with her mouth.
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting for you.
For me?
Her voice is soft, but her eyes don't blink. Not once. You ask her if she's faculty. She nods.
I'm the teacher. Well, one of them.
You ask what she's doing here. She tilts her head, as if the question is strange.
I was looking for some meat. They're always hungry, but they won't eat me anymore.
What?
She laughs.
What? What? What do you mean by that? You're looking for some meat because they won't eat you anymore. Bro, what the?
A small breath of air. No joy in it. You ask who they are. She doesn't answer. Instead, she steps closer. Just once. One soft step.
You smell like the others,
What
but
the?
your eyes are different.
You try to step back, but your feet feel stuck. Not trapped,
I
just
don't
unsure.
smell different.
You hear something inside the gym. Metal squeaking, as if something heavy just got off the bleachers. The woman speaks again.
They let you in, didn't they? The ones behind the glass.
Bro,
Tell
what
them
are
I'm
you
ready,
talking about?
but I won't be gentle.
What are
Her
you talking
smile
about?
widens, just slightly too wide. She holds out her hand, blood under her fingernails. You have two options now, and neither feels safe.
Okay. Eliminate the women or interrogate the woman. Let's go with option number 2.
The footage you're about to see was recorded 3 hours after capture.
Okay.
The woman in red was escorted out of the gym with no resistance. She
Alright.
did not speak. She did not blink. She smiled only once when asked if she would come quietly. The interrogation was conducted in Cell B, beneath the secondary observation wing. No mirrors, no reflective surfaces, no screens. Just 2 chairs, 1 table, and an active red line recorder. Can you tell us your name?
Names don't work here. You know that.
Humor me.
What?
I used to be Miss Carter. She liked Tuesdays. She loved being a teacher. That was before.
Before what?
Before I started remembering things that never happened. Before the students began echoing each other's questions.
Huh?
Before I looked in the mirror and watched myself breathe without me.
You said you were looking for meat. What did you mean?
They get hungry after duplication, not for food. Not the way you think. They eat pattern breaks. Every time someone steps out of rhythm, it feeds them.
Huh?
Who are they?
You already know. You gave them numbers. You tracked their emergence. You just didn't tell anyone when they started to mimic the staff.
You're saying you were replaced?
No, I'm saying I wasn't. Not completely. You should ask me the real question.
What question is that?
What happens if we contain you?
What happens if we contain you?
You think this is about me? I'm just the last warning before the reset. I'm the one that remembers how the loop starts, how it ends, and why you'll never make it past the first hallway next time.
The woman was sealed in a high-frequency cell unit beneath 3 levels of reinforced shielding.
Hey!
No windows, no sound.
Okay.
Since her containment, the school has returned to full operation. No anomalies detected. Students resumed classes without incident. Security reports normal camera sync, clocks functional, bell system restored. It's quiet again, too quiet. But last night, during system diagnostics, one of the cafeteria cameras, the same hallway where she was found, glitched for exactly 3 seconds.
All right.
No power loss, no breach, just static. And one new message etched into the wall beneath the frame. We don't need her to begin again.
What? What? We don't need her to begin again! What? So this time we got ending number 3. And to be truthfully honest, I have no idea what is going on. What is this story about? I'm honestly so confused on what this story's about. What is going on here? I have so many questions. Alright, I just want to see what happens if we decided to eliminate the woman.
The decision is made. You lift the device they gave you, compact, silent, government issued, no recoil, no blood, just a click.
Okay.
She doesn't move, she just watches you. And for the first time, she blinks. Once. She whispers, almost kindly,
You always pick the simple ending.
then she vanishes. No scream, no collapse, just gone. A low sound rolls through the school, not a siren, more like a breath. The lights stop flickering, the hallways fall quiet, the signal stops looping. It feels like everything resets.
All right.
Target neutralized. Infection classified as contained. Well done, Agent.
They tell you the mission is over. You may exit the building. You walk through the front doors, and the morning sun is already waiting.
All
The
right.
sky looks cleaner than you remember. Too clean. They tell you
What does
everything
that
will
even
return to
mean?
normal.
Too
The
clean.
school will open again in 2 weeks. New staff will be assigned. No one will remember what happened here. They say you made the right choice. They always say that.
Okay.
But as you leave the gate, you pass by a mirror in the hallway. And for half a second, you see her again.
That was the interactive analog horror series where our decisions impact the ending. Now look, I hope I'm wrong when I say this, but this entire series felt like it was generated completely by AI. Now once again, I could be wrong. This could be made entirely by a human, and I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, this series was a bit weird. A bit strange. Anyways, that's what happened to today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, let me know by leaving a like. Also, comment down below. What did you guys think of this analog horror series? Did you like it? Which ending did you like the best? Let me know down in the comments down below. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And last but not least, I love every single one of you guys. And